What's up, YouTube? So I'm back with another video. If you're new to my channel, thank you for tuning in for the first time, and if you're back, welcome back. Before we get started, make sure you are subscribed so I can continue to bring you more content, and turn on your post notification bell so that way you can be notified every single time that I post. Follow me on my social media. On Instagram, that is Kiona P_, and on Snapchat, that is just Kiona P. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. In today's video, I'm coming to y'all with my first military question tag. That is a Q&A of 12 questions that I'm going to share my experience or just what I think about the questions that I'm being asked, and y'all get a chance to get a little more insight on just military stuff and things like that. So yeah, y'all will see the type of questions and you will find them interesting. So let's get into the first question. So number one, what did you do before the Army? And I know some of y'all already know this stuff because I've talked about it in multiple videos, but I was a college student and I graduated in 2019, and I went on to work at this healthcare company for about a year. But I quickly realized, I'm like, yeah, you know, I need to go ahead and make the military my next step. And I started meeting with my recruiters and they got me out quick. I got out 2020 August, so I really didn't have much time to do anything else or to really think about anything else, because I was like, nah, this not working. I'm ready to go to the military, and that's what you see now. Number two, was I ever scared to join the military? And I assume the military in general. And to be honest, yes, I did have my time period where I was like, I ain't trying to go to war. Like, I ain't got time for that. You know, they got this you gotta worry about, and you gotta be on your toes and things like that you hear growing up. I mean, this was more so my mindset as like a little kid, and my mama was in the military, so that's what I thought she did in the military. Like, I thought that she went to war and killed people. And the older I got, I was like, well, maybe that's not all the way true. And that's when you start to learn that people are like, no, it depends on what you do. Like, the killers, the real killers are infantry and, you know, etc. MOSs, but you got to be ready to go to war. But for the most part, your job is going to be your job, and that's how you assist the Army or the military in general. And number three, if you could change MOSs, what would it be? I guess if you see what I'm doing right now with YouTube, then that means I would do something in the public affairs lane. That's like the 46s. I know 46 Romeo is a broadcast journalist. I don't really know the qualifications that you need to have to even do it, but if I were to do it, it would be something about like speaking and talking and cameras and things like that, because of course, look what I do now. I don't know if I would want to do it in a military sense, like in that way, military sense, like only reporting military topics, but I guess shit, that's what I do now, huh? But yeah, you get what I'm saying, something along the public affairs realm. And if it was not that, then the main thing I think about all the time, y'all, like this is legit something that I am heavily considering, is I will be at 36 Bravo, which is a finance technician or whatever, because I be thinking about doing stuff with finance, like, because I really do love everything about learning about finances and economics and things like that. So I was like, yeah, I'll be at 36 Bravo, and I put that as one of my choices I wanted when I was coming in. So number four is, do I regret going active duty? And can I say it? Yes, I definitely regret it. I mean, I don't regret nothing, y'all. Like, I don't legitimately regret nothing, because I mean, I'm happy I got a chance to experience active duty. But now that I know the path that I want to be on, a part-time option would have been way better for me, especially since I already knew I wanted to go back to school. On top of what I'm doing with YouTube, it just seems like what I'm trying to do with my path made more sense for me to do military part-time. But of course, I'm active duty now, so it's kind of like, oh well, I mean, at least I got a chance to see how active duty is, and I know now whether or not it is for me, and I got a chance to see how this rolls on a day-to-day basis. Number five is, do I think that the military pay is substantial, or is it enough? And this might be a question that people might get on to me about. Of course, as a single soldier like me, I don't have kids and I'm not married. Of course, it's enough for where I am in life, but it is definitely not enough if we didn't get the benefits that we're here to like check and balance it, you know? Like, if they didn't make us come into barracks rooms, it for sure wouldn't be enough. If we did still have co-pays and things like that, it for sure wouldn't be enough. So basically, it's enough if you are in the military lifestyle, like you are all the way in it. But if you were trying to like just get this pay and then live a regular civilian life, it for sure wouldn't be enough. But that's where it just comes financial literacy, because it don't really matter what job you're at or where you're at. I mean, if you don't know how to save and budget your money or know how to put your money in the right places, then no matter what you make, it's not gonna be enough. But I think that at the end of the day, that's why people in the military try so hard to get promoted or to get married or whatever the case may be, so that way they can get the little money where they can get extra money. Number 6 is, what is my favorite thing about being in the Army? And of course, the main thing will be the benefits. That's always going to be the benefits. And of course, goes along with that, you know, I like wearing a uniform. It does feel good knowing that the uniform represents something, and I just like knowing that it helped to get me away. Like, even though I don't really care for like Fayetteville, I'm still away from home, you know? So things like that, it works itself out. And I just appreciate everything that I'm able to get out of the Army, like the discounts and going places and people just giving you a little more respect, things like that. Number 7 is, one thing that I dislike about the Army or the military is, of course, just me not having that freedom and that time to do what I want to do when I get ready. Like, I really hate not doing what I want to do, y'all. Like, I'm very rebellious in nature, so knowing that it's somebody else that is here constantly telling me what it is I can and cannot do, which I know it's like that in regular life, but I'm just saying in the military sense, like, you know, it's rank structure, and the rank structure goes with a lot more than just having a boss and a manager at a regular job, because at the end of the day, only person that's really even conversing with you at a regular job is the person directly above you. But I told you, in the military, you got plenty of people conversing with you on a day-to-day basis that can make you do something at any given time. That has, like, the commander can only sign this, or your first line can only sign this, or you can only go to the first sergeant about this, or this is only a sergeant major is concerned about this. Like, it's just a lot, y'all. So that gets very annoying, but you know, it is what it is. We understand that that's a part of the lifestyle. Number 8 is, what was my favorite part about basic training? And quite truthfully, my favorite part was meal. Like, I was telling somebody that today, I was like, meal time was the best time, because that was like, we finally got a chance to kind of relax. Everybody excited because they calling your name for letters, and we all like gathered around in like a circle. We were eat our like calcium bars, our doo-doo night-night bars or whatever, and they just call her by name, throw the mail. We just talk about, just everybody kind of act a little more normal around that time, because it's like the day's over and we're about to go upstairs and go to sleep or whatever. And it was just like, we loved meal time, honestly. Number 9 is, what was the worst part about basic training? And there's so many worst parts about basic training. But I think that for me, the worst part was not getting used to being in basic training, but was getting used to being with the people you were in basic training with. Because I told y'all, especially the females, they had really bad attitudes. Some people came there expecting to be the boss. I told y'all about Toes on the Line in my basic training video, and that's where girls be so catty and just bickering, going back and forth, yelling, "Be quiet, the drill sergeant," like just all type of like annoying stuff that they used to do. Like, it was the people, y'all, that made basic training annoying, honestly. Not even the basic training like system. So that part, y'all, requires a lot of like woosah. Number 10 is, how has the military affected my dating life? And I'm sure y'all know I've been in a long-term relationship and long-distance relationship since I've been in the military. I mean, we were together before I left for the military. You know, we are on our own time with how we are coming to know how we want to get back into the same location together, because I know that I'm in the military. My life ain't really my life no more, and my setup ain't really my setup. So because of that, like, long distance is long distance, and my long distance reason is the military. He's back home in my hometown, you know, that's where I was before I came here. And of course that affects your relationship because of the distance, but the military is not affecting my dating life because I got a good person for this long distance relationship. So I don't know what my dating life would be like if I was single. So I'm so sorry, y'all. I know I would have good ass insight if I was living as a single soldier in the military right now. I know I would have some good stuff to talk about, but I don't have that perception right now. So I can't really say what it's like for the soldiers right now that's dating and going out, you know, having casual sex and everything else. I don't know what they up to. Number 11 is it possible to start a business or have a life outside of the military? And as you can see what I'm doing, the answer is yes, but you're gonna have to make a lot of time and you're gonna have to really know how to prioritize and say no to a lot of things that are not productive. Because like right now, it's Saturday. As much as I could be out doing right now, I could be at the mall, I could be out to eat, or anything that could take away from what I'm doing right now. But I got ready, I put on some clothes after I left the gym just to come right here and record. So after this, I'm about to go edit. So it's kind of like, but this is what I want to do. So it's kind of like I'm making time for it, and you know, it is what it is type of thing. This is what means the most to me outside the military, and I'm gonna make it happen. And of course, I'm not at the level yet where my YouTube is a business, and some people have businesses. I always bring up what's her name, Sherelle off of Selling Temple, and y'all see she came out as an E7 and she's a millionaire off of real estate, and she has her own Netflix show and her own brokerage firm. That lady was in the military for 12 years, I think, something like that, 12 years. And on top of that, she came out and did whatever she had to do to get herself up and running. And I'm pretty sure it just didn't come after she got out. I'm pretty sure she was working on this while she was in. And look at her now. And look, Sherelle, if you ever watch my videos, if I ever get a chance to meet you, I find so much inspiration out of you, and you definitely give me motivation and keep doing what I'm doing. Even though I'm in the military, I can still make stuff happen, girl, and I really, really appreciate what you have done. Send this video to her if y'all need to, y'all. But anywho, and the last question is one thing I wish I knew before joining the military, and of course that is exhausting all my options. Like, it's so many paths in the military that you can take. Like, it's so many ways I could have used the Army to get to the same goal that I want to see, or the same outcome that I want to see. I just wish that I knew how to actually pay attention to my options a little bit more and actually take those options serious. Then I think that I could have got a little more of what I wanted out of the military. But that's why I preach to y'all, like, no, you are in a perfect place to do your research, to talk to whoever you need to take your time so you can make sure you come in with the path that you want to take. And you know, I preach that to y'all like continuously. Like, yes, y'all, that is it for the 12 questions. If you like the questions, if you found something insightful that I said, if you want me to do another military question tag, or if you have some more questions that you're wondering and you want to know, leave them in the comment section and inbox me on Instagram, inbox me on Snapchat, and whatever else that you're wondering, y'all, just hit me up and I got you. And yeah, make sure you also leave me video topics that you need me to create or you want to know more about, because I'm constantly thinking about what y'all want to see, not what I want y'all to see. So yeah, y'all, that is it for this video. Make sure you are subscribed and make sure you like the video if you enjoyed it, and that's it until next time.